Hi guys, welcome back. Dyon here. Today's topic for our channel is living with lupus and how I lost 60 pounds after prednisone treatment. So actually it's a little over 60. I think it's like 63 pounds. So to be exact, um, I've been getting that question a lot lately. People ask me, how did you exercise while you were flaring up? And how were you able to lose the weight? Well, it has not been an easy road. So I dropped weight and people are like, oh my God, you look different. Even your face looked different. But it has been a lot of work. So I had to start with the basic things that I could do while I was flaring. So even while I was in bed sitting down and I couldn't do a lot of movement, I would literally take like a bottle of water. I would take a bottle of water and sometimes two, and I would just do like arm raises with the water. And make sure you have two bottles of water that are the same size. So I would have one bottle in each hand, and I would just do arm raises, simple exercises like that, or just stretch my arms, stretch my legs, even when it hurt. But then again, you have to also know yourself, know your limits. So it might seem like it's nothing at first, like, oh my gosh, this doesn't even feel like it's making a difference. But just have a plan. First, you got to have a plan. Let me back up. You got to have a plan of what you're going to do, what areas you're going to target first. So I've always been uncomfortable with my arms having that extra flab underneath. So I wanted to target my arms and I wanted to target my stomach and my thighs. So I knew that walking would help with just about all areas. And I knew that doing arm raises would help my arms. So I started with the basic stuff that I could do. And once I started feeling a little better, because sometimes you're gonna feel pain regardless. Once I started feeling a little bit better, I joined the Y. I didn't have the money to join the gym because I was working part time. So what I did was I sent in an application with a short essay explaining my situation, and I got a grant. So they wound up giving me I think it was 6 months for the membership at a discounted rate. So they do have programs that will help you to pay for different things. So I didn't have to pay the regular monthly fee at the Y that everybody else paid because of the grant program that they have for people with different disabilities. I wound up paying half of that. So that helped me. So for 6 months, the only thing I did when I went to the Y was get in a pool. So I started with water aerobics. And I would just walk in the pool, the length of the pool, twice a week, tread water, and then I would do the exercises with the instructor. So the instructor had water aerobics and walking. So it wasn't like strenuous exercises, but eventually I started to feel different. I could do things in a pool that I could not do on land. So I felt like Superwoman. So that was helpful. I also did yoga. Yoga helped me to stretch, and a lot of my joints that were screaming every time I moved, like my knees, my ankles, my wrists, my elbows. I noticed they weren't squeaking as much. So that helped. So you got the little exercises. So if you're in the stage where you're barely moving around that I was in the beginning, you could do little exercises in the bed. It sounds crazy, but you can do it. Go on YouTube and look them up. Look up exercises that you could do sitting down, and that way you could start there. Another things I started doing once I started walking and I started feeling better, I would go to the track and I would walk around. So when I started walking the track, I would walk real slow. And I'm looking back now because I used to screenshot my daily progress on my tracker. And when I used to screenshot my tracker, I look back and I was like, oh my goodness, it was taking me like an hour just to walk 2 miles or a mile and a half, and now I can get 5 miles in within an hour and like 15 minutes or something like that. So you'll look back and you'll see like the little things that you were doing in the beginning, it really paid off. So the weight didn't just come off. I started walking. So every step makes a difference. So do what you can. Just start slow. So started with the pool, and then, walking the track to where I started walking faster and faster, and the weight just started coming off more and more. And joined the gym. So last November for Black Friday, instead of going shopping, my mom took me to the gym and signed me up and gave me a 1 year membership. And I took advantage of that. It's $10 a month, but it comes with a trainer. Can't beat that. So I would go on the days when the trainer was available and I would work out. So that was a big plus for me. And then some days when the trainer wasn't there, I also had a program that the trainer designed for me, because I went and sat down with the trainer and explained all the health concerns that I had, and some things I just couldn't do because of my knees. He worked it out. He told me what I could do that wasn't going to aggravate my knees, and eventually I could do other things once I felt fine. So you got to seek counsel. So it wasn't just one specific thing that I did. It was several things that I did to get to where I am now. And of course, eating right. I had to change my habits and prepare my meals ahead of time. Now I kind of slacked off on that lately, but deciding what you're gonna eat, um, do 2 or 3 days at a time, and that way you're grabbing stuff to go. Even your snacks. I do my own trail mix. I buy unsalted cashews, peanuts, raisins, sunflower seeds, dried cranberries, and I just buy Ziploc bags in the dollar store and pour a little bit of each one in the baggie and make my own trail mix. So I have maybe like 10 bags of trail mix to go. Baby carrots, I just put a few in Ziploc bags in the fridge, so when I'm going, I'm grabbing snacks. Just like I, prepare my salads and whatever other food I have. I have my fruit. I used to cut up apples too, put them in bags. So there's several things that I did over time. So it didn't happen overnight for me. I don't want anybody to think it was an overnight success. And I still have about 30 more pounds that I'm trying to lose. So, and if you look behind me on the wall, you see that 1.0. I keep that on my wall because I remind myself that that's normal kidney function. And in order for me to get there, I have to keep up with daily routine. So your goals that you set, you got to stick with it. So I'm just reminding myself every day as I'm, encouraging somebody else. I encourage me, like, this is where I have to make sure I'm taking care of me as well. I don't love working out. Matter of fact, I don't even really like it, but I'm absolutely in love with the results. I love what my clothes look like on me now. I love looking at me in the mirror now, because not only do I look better, but I feel better. I just took about 3 bags of clothes out the closet that I could no longer fit, that I'm giving away. Granted, I don't have hardly anything else in the closet to wear now because almost everything is out, but it feels good to know that I've accomplished so much. So, just think about, okay, right now it's getting cold in some places. Join the gym, stick with it. You might not be able to walk outside right now. Walk in your house if you have space. Go on YouTube, get some videos and download it and work at it with those videos that you feel comfortable with. Don't try to get stuff that's extreme, that's going to hurt you. Stick with what you can do. Go at your own pace. So that's all I have for you. How did I lose the weight? Consistency. I did it every day. No, not every day. Let me take that back. I did it 5 days a week. I took the weekend off. I didn't want to be working out every day. So 5 days a week, and I switched it up, so it was like 3 days of walking and 2 days of gym time or pool, so that it wasn't the same. And it got to the point where I even tried dance fitness. So, and I'm not a dancer. I have two left feet. So, for somebody to drag me to dance class, and I actually went about 3 or 4 times, that was like a miracle. So there are so many things that you can do to lose weight, and I find that there isn't a wrong or right way to do it. You just have to find what works for you. And like I said, I'm still in the process of losing more. So my body is pretty much plateaued right now. So I'm finding a new formula that works for me. Find what works for you and just do it. Like Nike, just do it. Everything is not going to work for everybody. So you might try yoga and you don't like it. You might go to water fitness class and you might not like it. You might walk and you be like, ain't nothing happening. But you have to keep going at it. You have to persist until. So just a little bit of tad bit, even if you're still on prednisone, you still have to get up and move. You can't just lay around, because when you lay around, that's what your body loves. The pain sets in and it's even harder to get the pain out. So just get up and move. Do something. And just remember that if you don't have the right support system, seek that, because that's what helped me. I didn't just do it by myself. And when I got to the point where I was frustrated and things weren't happening, I made sure I sought help from people who were further along than me, who were doing it more. So like when I was only walking 3 miles, I'm like, how do I speed this up? How do I get to the next level? So I sought counsel, people who were already doing it. They helped me get to 5 miles. I'm like, that's where I want to go. I want to walk fast. I need my time to come down some. I want to be able to do this in 1 hour instead of, be able to just do 2 miles in 1 hour. How do I exceed that to now where I'm doing, 5 miles in 1 hour? So just keep doing what you're doing. It's not going to happen overnight. That prednisone weight did not come on overnight. I went from 240 pounds to now 177. But again, it took time. Don't beat yourself up. Just consider it like, 2 pounds a week. If you're losing 2 pounds a week, that's good. Don't judge yourself by everybody else that's losing 10 pounds a week. The weight will come back sometimes when you lose it too fast. Me losing it slow, I started in 2015, it's 2017, and it ain't come back yet because I've been doing it slow but steady. So just do it your way, but make sure your way is also approved by your doctor. My doctor approved everything I've been doing. So until next time, this is Dyon signing off. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. I'm under Beadly Speaking on both. And don't forget to subscribe here. Hit that subscribe button, share, and make sure you tell a friend about what we're doing in the lupus community and help them understand more about lupus. Love on you and love on somebody else. Take care.